Hi Taurus, welcome in. I hope you guys are keeping healthy and safe. Let us see what messages come through for you. Most important messages Taurus needs to hear. Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Lovers, Taurus, something very beautiful. I see this energy as something you might be knowing about it from the very beginning. You might be aware about the situation. Despite of this is going to make you feel mesmerized the moment you're going to capture it, the moment you're going to encounter it, right? So this is definitely surrounding some love situation. This appears very clear. You might have seen this person recently, met this person. I see strong attraction, strong divine attraction. The challenge showing up is as the Temperance. So can be incomplete healing, can be someone wants more time to step back and think about it, or the major thing that comes to my mind when I see this card, that someone wants to step back because someone is preparing something, they're getting ready for something. So it's just a small pause, it's just a small delay, nothing major, right? Nothing to be worried of. And to my shock, 1, 2, 3, three major arcanas in the beginning itself. I see star energy, Aquarius energy. So there's definitely hope in the situation. We cannot deny that there's no hope. But some healing is taking place right now. Some patience is needed in the situation. Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy to start with. Okay. Let's dive in and see what is happening for Taurus. Seven of Cups, Hermit, and the Four of Wands. Very interesting. I see, Taurus, that the background of the situation shows me that you were quite confused and going through some weird phase. Some phase where you were just willing to stay alone. You were analyzing the situations, you were thinking and analyzing what's going on in your surroundings, but there was some kind of distance and difference. I'm picking up both the words. There was some distance from the world. You were more or less living in your own personal space, your own personal arena, soul searching kind of energy, where you were probably not allowing too much people in your personal space. And this was because you were having a lot of questions and options on your mind. These can be options, these can be questions, these can be simply lack of clarity also, right? So because of that lack of clarity, I see a lot of individual time, personal time, not gelling up with people. This also can be a scene where a lot of people in your surroundings, they were coming together, get together kind of energy, but you were kind of staying aloof. And instantly I see you encountered this energy. That was a phase where probably were not expecting or looking for this kind of unexpected romance, click, or some very divine thing. For very few of you, this can be choice in love also, but I usually see is that as a very divine connection. Four of Wands with the lovers definitely shows me that you saw them and something happened. And this is both ways. This is mutual. This is not a one-sided thing, right? So yes, there was a mutual click. I see very passionate connection you felt for somebody. In your surroundings, I see 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands. My God, this person has been through a mess recently and they were over emotional. They have been through some major emotions in their life. They're very skeptical and they're very defensive because of those experiences. And I see that some dirty situation has happened in their surroundings, something very dirty. And I think they are trying to get over it now. It's done, it's wrapped up. But yes, they're trying to get over it now. Okay. Probably you both were going through some kind of mess, I see. Maybe you were confused and sad because this person was not completely available in the connection. That's why we see this patience energy here. The Star is here again too, and the Judgment. Very interesting. Six of Cups. So now I see the situation is reviving for sure, because Six of Cups with the Judgment, this is some recent past soulmate kind of energy, and something is reviving again. Conversation about this person, communication. Their Judgment always shows me that there is some kind of effort, or there is some kind of situation because of which that past situation is getting revived. So can be conversation, can be hearing news about that person, simply listening to their names everywhere, and some angelic signs are there. Something like that is happening right now. I see a lot of major arcanas on the table. One thing I'm sure of is that you're getting some kind of guidance here. You're being guided to something, Taurus, and I'm totally sure that you cannot see anything on ground. Two of Swords energy, totally blocking yourself, trying to block whatever signs and whatever intuition you're getting at the moment, because it's somehow I pick up a feeling that you have been through some crazy stuff recently, and now you're coming to this point where you're not trusting anything. Sometimes we start losing our, I shouldn't say faith, but some kind of trust from spirituality and signs and divine presence and everything. You know, sometimes we go through so much, we start questioning the presence of all these miracles and everything like that, right? So I think something like that is happening with you. Two of Swords, you're totally blocked right now. You're not opening up to any such experience. You might be simply avoiding everything, despite of having a lot of hope in your heart, a lot of positivity in your heart. You might be blocking all the signs and signals coming towards you. But see, if there is a divine plan to something, that is definitely going to manifest on the ground. Even if you pretend to close your eyes and say that I'm not looking at it, so it's not happening in my surroundings, it never works like that, Taurus. So even if you're trying to block something, even if you're trying to avoid something, this might not be blocking completely, but this is definitely avoiding. But something is going to revive, and this is like a divine calling. So that is going to happen. You might not be listening to your divine calling at the moment, but that is happening. I see a lot of angelic presence here with a lot of major arcanas. I do see you avoiding some signs here, Taurus, and you're doing it intentionally probably, because sometimes sometimes when things get delayed and our prayers, they do get answered eventually, but they get delayed. The responses get delayed, and especially if you're a very spiritual person, you might feel that I'm giving too much, I'm praying, I'm trying to connect to divine, I'm meditating, I'm trying to heal. Despite of that, I'm not getting any concrete solution to this problem. It's just because divine timing, nothing else, right? 10 of Cups, and I told you. I see that you're trying to avoid a lot of things in your surroundings, Taurus, but something which is meant to happen, and something which is, casted for you, something which is prepared for you by the universe, you're going to have it. And something that you deserve, you're definitely going to have it. The only problem here is that divine timing. I see you both had to go through some cycles. If this is a love connection, if this is a romantic connection, can be marriage also, I'm also picking up that this can be a marriage commitment or a bond, or just a click. When you saw each other, you felt a strong connection. But because sometimes universe has a defined plan of making things happen, so sometimes we have our own cycles to cover and complete. The other person has their own cycles to go through, and finally things will revive on the right time, on the divine timing. So I honestly see a lot of positive energies around you. You might not be seeing them, you might not be you might be avoiding them despite of seeing them sometimes. But yeah, right now I see this is the phase where either you're avoiding it intentionally or unintentionally, but definitely there is some kind of resistance. Okay. Two of Pentacles with the Three of Wands, and we have the Hanged Man here. This is very interesting, very, very interesting, Taurus. I do see the struggle is real. Important decision has to be made, and I do see the crumbs here. I do see the line here. Something very important has to be made. I see a lot of things are coming towards you from the universe, but you are still struggling to make something happen. This can be an emotion that I have to build something for myself. I'm working on my finances. I'm working on a lot of things other than love at the moment. So maybe I'm not ready for it. But this is definitely a choice. I strongly pick up that you have to make some bold choices here. And they are harsh. They're not easy ones. So for few of you, I'm actually picking up that the outside environment might be conductive at the moment, but your inner environment is really in some kind of mess, right? You're coming from a lot of confusion, and that confusion is still somehow dominating your mind. One thing is definitely positive here in the near future, that I see that your blindfold is getting removed. So at the moment, if you feel that I'm confused with the blindfold, I cannot see beyond a particular limit and a lot of things are hidden from me, I lack information, I see that in the near future some things are coming to light. Judgment shows me that this is like an angel shouting on your ears and trying to tell you that, dude, this is the path you have to pick, dude, this is the way you have to do this, and this is going to be the outcome. It's like literally the angels shouting on your head, right? And I do see eventually things are definitely turning in your favor. Honestly, I see they are in your favor right now also, but you are not trusting it. You're not opening up to it. In the near future, definitely I see there will be a struggle to pick up something, but at the same time, the good part is that your blindfold is getting removed. So this is going to be fruitful, this is going to be helpful in making that right decision, right? And this is, for me, is the phase after making the decision. You know, it's like I've done my work, I'm through with my responsibilities, now I just need break, I just need some time. Of course, this is a natural human feeling. Despite of putting our 100% to something, we always feel that something was left. I could have done better, I could have given more. And this is what is the feeling I'm picking up towards the end, that was this all? I could have done better, I could have done this or that kind of energy. But trust me, Taurus, I see that in the near future, you will be giving your 100%, 10 of cups, and not just your 100%. I see the people in your surroundings whom you love and whom you think are very supportive, and your soul tribe, your soul members, your this love connection maybe. I see a lot of people in your surroundings, they're very supportive to you for whatever you do. And yes, this is a natural human feeling that I could have done better, or maybe, you know, feeling not nostalgia, feeling some kind of sickness. I see some kind of homesickness kind of energy. But I see that there will be mixed emotions at the end of the situation. There's definitely going to be mixed emotions, but there will be a feeling of satisfaction as well. This is the card of standing on the cliff, looking at the sunset and evaluating your outcome. This is, for me, the outcome energy, where things have been done and everything is on the table now, and now you're just evaluating what your effort was and how you've done things and what better could you have done. Somehow I pick up this is healthy. This is not a negative emotion. This is the emotion of peace. This is the emotion of coming to peace after so much turbulence in your life. So I do see this as a very positive, calm energy instead of any struggle, right? This is a very intense message, Taurus. This is something at the soul level. I don't see this as something actively happening in your surroundings. This is rather some inner work going on, and this is very intense. With the Hermit and Temperance energy, I see this is something very intense happening within you. You definitely have some soul thing here, some person, some connection, maybe a love situation, a choice in love. This is something from within, and I see whatever is happening at the moment, it's happening within you. I see very less activity outside. What is this Lover's energy for Taurus? I'll just quickly clarify a card or two. I don't really see any need of clarifying a lot of cards here. Justice, Emperor, and Four of Pentacles. You're not opening up to it, Taurus. I'm quite sure here. You are looking about the pros and cons of the situation. You're looking towards what appears justified in the situation. And instead of thinking emotionally, you're thinking from your head, right? Justice with the Emperor, you're trying to make logical decisions and you're trying to hold on to them without opening up and showing your vulnerable side. I definitely pick up that this is a very divine connection which is attracting you, which is pulling you towards itself, but somehow you are trying to stay bold and you're trying to avoid it. I don't know the reason behind it. Maybe again the incomplete healing, or someone is stepping back, they are having some own issues, but this is something very beautiful and divine. But you're not, somehow somewhere at heart I see that you're not ready to open up to it at the moment, right? Whatever decisions are being made at the end, I do see you'll be satisfied with them somehow. But yes, you're trying to think less emotionally and you're trying to think more logically, despite of the fact that this is a very emotional situation. So what is this? Temperance, Seven of Pentacles in reversed, Strength, and Magician. I think this is happening because for a very long time in your life you kept on waiting for something. You know, sometimes we attach milestones to situations in our life. When this will happen, I will do this. When this will come to me, I will do this. And when I will achieve so or so, then I'm going to be happy. I see you coming to this point where you're letting go of all those milestones. You're letting go of those energies, and probably this is a message also, this is an advice also, that you have to let go of those things. Once this will happen in our life, then we'll be happy. Once we'll achieve this thing, then we'll be happy. I see that you're coming to this realization that I need to make my present, I need to build my present rather. And no matter what I have done in past, and no matter what I'll be achieving in future, the most important time is the current time, is the present time. And I see you coming to this realization, and finally you're coming to this point where you'll be manifesting a lot of positive things in your life now, right? Because you're letting go of some kind of weight, some kind of patience, some kind of thing that you were just holding on in your heart, and because of that you were not opening up to a lot of opportunities in your life, right? So even if I also heard that I'll fall in love, or I'll get into a relationship, I'll commit to somebody so and so, only if this thing happens, only if I build an empire, only if I'll just start up my own company, or only if I get this kind of job. So I think those kind of understandings, you're coming to this point where you're letting go of those kind of burdens and how should I say that, those kind of facts and situations that were holding tight on you, and you were not showing your vulnerable side to other people because of that. So I see you letting go of that, and you're finally understanding that everything goes hand in hand. All the fields of our life, they go hand in hand, right? So you cannot build milestones that one day I will achieve this and then I will fall in love, and so on and so forth, right? So this is something I'm strongly picking up in this reading. Two of Swords. Yes, you're coming to some realizations that I have to live my life as it comes, and I have to be in present. What is this Three of Wands energy? Five. Yeah, you're walking away from any kind of mental conflict. See, Six of Swords here. I have Eight of Cups here, Six of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. I see all this energy has given too much conflict to you. This has actually brought in a lot of conflict on your mind, and you're finally coming to this realization that I need to walk away from the conflict. I need to walk away from the opinion conflict. I need to walk away from all the confusions, the conflicts, and every mental situation that other people are building on my mind. And I have to realize that I have to live in present, and that's why you're letting go of a lot of things here. This is that energy of walking past something and just letting life unfold naturally, taking a break for yourself and understanding that I need to heal before I do anything, and everything goes together. I cannot any kind of urge to control anything. I have to let go of all those urges here specifically. And Six of Pentacles energy shows me that once you go through this phase, you will come back as a changed person, from an emperor who tried controlling everything, who tried holding back and was not willing to give anything or show the vulnerable side to other people. You'll come back as a new person. You'll be more giving, you will be more compassionate after this phase, and I see you be coming to a point where you will have a lot of deeper understandings after this phase specifically, and you'll be coming back as a more humble, more kind and more giving person. And I see somehow more satisfied person also, because I see you letting go of insecurities here, and you're coming to this point where you might feel like opening up more to the loving situations in your surroundings. So somehow I pick up a very positive vibe here. Just one card of advice and then we will wind up the reading for sure. Okay, Taurus. Queen of Winter. Oh my god. Strong, patient, self-sufficient and funny. This is Queen of Swords energy. Really cutting out a lot of things from your surroundings and everything that is no more fulfilling. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Exactly. I do see some money also. From here to here, some money situation is also rising, from Four of Pentacles to Six of Pentacles and Magician. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. I see that at this point of time, someone from the past, if you were married or if you had some kind of breakup in the recent past, such people might return. For I don't really see reconciliation, but I do see some past situations reviving. So can be a call for reconciliation or simply asking for some kind of share. So maybe that's the disturbing part a little bit that we were picking up, that someone might come back to ask for some share. So I do see the Chariot at the end. So finally I see you walking past all these situations and all the confusion that you have faced, and you're heading towards something very beautiful. No doubt this was a very intense reading, but these intense emotions I pick up, this is something from within you. This is not outside, but all these changes are happening within you, and this is going to be huge for sure, right? So these are the messages I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye.